So someone walks into a store and they have a mind to buy a new TV. They have a TV at home. It works. It does what it's supposed to. But he or she, they saw the latest, greatest television on an advertisement. And it was set to be the latest and greatest. It was supposed to be super high contrast, high resolution, great color rendition, the latest and greatest of all TVs. It didn't mean that the TV they had was broken. It worked just fine. But it didn't have the panache, it didn't have the polish, it didn't have the gleaming shine of the new TV. And you get this idea that in the mind they mull over the idea of this new TV, and they keep seeing the advertisements, and they're looking at their TV, the dust on it, some scratches, maybe it got knocked over, and so there's like a little crack on the edge. And maybe the TV remote's got a bunch of gunk on it because it's been used for a while. Maybe the batteries are dead. It's a good excuse to get a new TV because the batteries in the remote are dead, or the remote was lost. And because the remote was lost, you have to go and get a universal remote. And the universal remote just looks clunky and it looks stupid. Whatever the excuse is, the person goes into the store with this idea of buying a new TV. And they buy the TV, then take it home. And it's a whole process, unboxing it. It's like you buy something big and expensive like a television. Well, these days televisions aren't really that expensive anymore. But you buy something big, and it's almost like Christmas. You open up the box, you take the thing out, you get that waft of brand new electronics. It's very addictive, this smell of new electronics. It's like a new car smell. And they go through the process of setting the TV up. And they get the TV set up, and maybe it's far, far bigger than the TV they originally had. So they got to go through and rearrange furniture to get it all set up in the right spot. They get it all plugged in. They get it all programmed. It's a whole process. They're building a relationship with their new television while they're breaking up with their old. And that's kind of the thing. What do you do with the old television? It works. Well, nowadays TVs are so commonplace these days that you buy one television brand new, top of the line, cutting edge, and in 2 or 3 years, it's old school. The latest and greatest TV is by far, quote unquote, leagues ahead of the old technology. But the TV still works. What are we going to do with it? You can stick it down in the basement, put it up in the attic, put it in one of the bedrooms, if you have a guest bedroom. But the idea here is, because it's new, does that mean it's better? I mean, how do you define better? Do you define better because it's got a nice gleaming shine? Is it better because it's new, specifically because it's new? There's some things to think about in regard to the idea that if it's new, it's better. The Nikon, I have a whole string of Nikon cameras, and one of the things I've noticed with the new mirrorless system that Nikon camera has come out with is they still take pictures. The frame rates are faster, but that just means you're taking more bad pictures to weed out the good pictures. It takes better video, but at some point there's only so much the eyeball can see in regard to video. Resolution, yeah, it's great to have that kind of resolution, but are we getting to the point to where the resolution on a camera is not going to be good enough unless you can see the individual facets on the molecules in the skin cells on a person's face? To actually see the segments of the cellular structure on each individual hair? I mean, at a point, this obsession with sharpness and resolution and newness does have to find some kind of consensus as to whether or not it's actually good, or if it's just new. New for new's sake. To buy something just for the excuse of having something new. Maybe that's it.